In this very quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a vignette for your video in Premiere Pro. This scene here already has a vignette, so you can see that the sides are a bit darker than the center. The center is just the typical brightness, and then the vignette adds a little darkness to the edges, which helps direct the eye. So how do you get this? I'm going to add the vignette to my next scene here, this map of Venice. And in order to do this, I'm going to need to be in my Lumetri color panel here. And if you don't see that panel, go to Windows and make sure that it is checked off. And then right at the bottom, there's a vignette option. So we're going to make sure that the slider is turned on so that you can adjust those values and then drop it down, and you can change the amount, which will add either lightness to your vignette or darkness. So as you can see, it's dark around the edges if I slide it down to -3, but I can also have kind of a reverse vignette with lighter edges if I make the amount in the positive. So at +3, it's lighter, but I'm going to go with darker. So I'm going to pull it down pretty low, and I'm going to skip midpoint just for a second and go to roundness. This one is really interesting. You can get more of a rectangular vignette or more of a circular vignette by adjusting this. And you can see it more clearly if I change the feather effect. So this will show you a much cleaner vignette like this, like a spotlight, or feather it out so it's more subtle. And I can adjust the roundness now and really see what that does with the feather turned all the way down. So here's kind of a circular vignette, and that's not too bad, but I do like to have my vignettes feathered a bit. I don't necessarily always need a spotlight, so this is pretty cool. And then if I just keep the feather turned down, I can see what the midpoint does here. The midpoint turned all the way down will affect more of the image. Whereas if I turn it up, it affects less of it. So having that feather turned down really lets me see what's happening clearly. So I can keep my midpoint about there. Maybe I want my roundness to be more oval-like, and my feather turned up a bit. And that creates kind of an appealing vignette that directs the eye to the center of the scene. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. I definitely like to utilize this effect pretty often. So if you did, give this video a like, check out my playlist in Premiere where I have a lot more tips and tricks like this one. And thank you so much for watching.
If you want to support me and see what I've been working on, check out my Explainer video channel.